Hello and welcome to Business Standard Views of the Week. What do the Cairn, Vodafone and Devas episodes tell us about the Indian state's behavior? Is there a powerful nexus that's gaming the system to profit at the cost of the public? What crucial lessons can India learn from the case of a major US vaccine maker? Subscribe to Business Standard and read this week's top opinion pieces to find out. We start off with an incisive piece on how the powers that be need to change their behavior. There's a deep flaw in how the Indian state treats its own citizens. The same problem is also visible when it deals with the external entities. Using the Cairn, Vodafone and Devas episodes, T.N. Ainan's latest column lays bare what that flaw is. It also advises the government on how to make a start if it's willing to behave differently. Sticking with the theme of problems that plague India, next up is a piece on the deep corruption afflicting an important financial process. In his latest column, Debashish Basu unravels how a nexus between bankers, businessmen, and politicians is brazenly stealing our hard-earned public money. By diagnosing exactly where the problem lies, the column also highlights the one thing that we must do to ensure that this nexus is put out of business. If you haven't guessed it, the previous piece dealt with irregularities in the bankruptcy process. Now, our next column suggests much needed tweaks to the system. Bankers are finding that the National Company Law Tribunal is an expensive salon to visit. In his latest column, T.T. Rammohan posits that the bankruptcy process needs a relook if the Videocon and Shiva Industries episodes are not to become the norm. He also suggests an alternative mechanism aside from the NCLT that should be the first resort for banks. Next up, we explore how to plug gaps in India's taxation system. While we can celebrate what has been achieved so far in the past 4 years, GST is still very much a work in progress. That's a no-brainer. But what are the exact shortcomings that still plague one of the most consequential reforms the country has seen? TNC Rajagopalan's latest column gives us the answer and points policymakers in the right direction to take GST forward. Moving on, we bring you a column that attempts to solve a crucial puzzle. The Finance Ministry and the Reserve Bank of India are facing a major challenge, the cause of which is hard to pin down. Nonetheless, it's on everyone's minds from the RBI governor to the mango people. TCA Srinivasa Raghavan's latest column explores the mystery behind what's causing this issue to arise in the first place. On the topic of major challenges, Indian production of COVID vaccines is being scaled up and more homegrown vaccines are being approved. Doses of Sputnik 5 are already being imported and imports of J&J and Moderna vaccines are also expected. But amid all of this news, there remains one crucial lesson that India can learn from the case of a major US vaccine manufacturer. Explaining what went wrong in the US, Prasenjit Datta's latest column highlights a possible crisis that could hit the vaccine chain. Next up, we engage in sartorial detective work. What's going on with China can often be a mystery, while its relations with the world are analyzed and dissected to no end. Developments inside the aspiring superpower are another matter. Often they are obscured by a great wall of another kind. In his latest column, Sunanda K. Datta Ray decodes the message hidden in Xi Jinping's choice of attire at the Chinese Communist Party's centennial celebrations. In doing so, the column also sums up where the dragon is heading in the years to come. We bring this episode of Business Standard Views of the Week to a close with edit on the recent cabinet reshuffle. From political constraints to questions of accountability and efficiency, Business Standard analyzes what the Union Cabinet's reshuffle reflects about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's priorities. Find the links to these columns and editorial in the video description below. For more insights and analysis in the world of business, finance, and politics, subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.